Dear students, in last lecture we have seen capacitors connected in series combination. Now we will see capacitors connected in parallel combination. Here I will take 3 capacitors. Let the charge on each capacitor is Q1, Q2 and Q3. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. And here source is V. And let the capacitance of 3 capacitors C1, C2, C3. Here first we have tried what is the when capacitors are said to be in parallel combination. Generally capacitors are said to be connected in parallel if the two plates of any capacitor connected to the positive terminal of the source, then that connection is said to be parallel combination. Or in another way also we can write, if positive terminals of all the capacitors are connected to the positive terminal of the source and all negative negative plates or negative terminals of the capacitors connected to the negative terminal of the source, then this combination is said to be parallel combination. Here we had to write the some of the steps in derivation. Let us consider 3 capacitors of capacitances C1, C2 and C3 in parallel across a source V. This step we have tried. After this, as capacitors are connected in parallel, as capacitors connected in parallel the potential across any of the capacitor is same. Here charge shared depending on their capacitances. To maintain the same potential. Here one point you should remember, major difference between series and parallel combination. Here in series combination already we have seen in previous lecture. Here parallel in series combination the potential across 3 capacitors is different but charge on 3 capacitors is same. But here in parallel combination potential across 3 capacitors, so not only 3, if we take n capacitors also, the potential across each capacitor it will be same, but the charge it will be different on each capacitor. So here potential it is the same across 3 capacitors. So here we know the relation V is equal to Q upon C. Generally C is equal to Q by V. So here potential across 3 capacitors it will be same. So here I will write for 3 capacitances the potential it will be same across the first capacitor charge Q1, capacitance C1, across second capacitor Q2 by C2, across a third capacitor Q3 by C3. Here the total charge, it is shared across three capacitors. So total charge it will be it will take as a Q. So the three charges, total charge means the sum of the three charges on three capacitors, Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. So here from this one, Q1 is equal to V into C1, Q2 is equal to V into C2. Similarly, Q3 is equal to V C3. So here V as common, Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 is equal to V, I will take as common, remaining C1 plus C2 plus C3. So here this total charge we can write as Q by this potential, it will come denominator. So C1 plus C2 plus C3. Here I will write, since Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. So here why I am taking Q, we are calculating the equivalent capacitance of three capacitors. Here I will write equivalent diagram. If you replace with a single capacitor, positive, negative, the total charge, it will be Q. It is connected to the same source V. Here if a single capacitor, here we have to write the step, if a single capacitor when connected to the source, it draws the same charge Q. That's why we are taking the charge Q here. Then that capacitor is said to be the equivalent capacitor for these three capacitors. So here I am taking, this is the equivalent capacitor. Once again I will repeat, if a single capacitor is connected to the same source, it draws the same charge, that is a Q. Then this capacitor is said to be equivalent capacitor for these three capacitors. Here this equivalent capacitance I will write CP. So what is CP here? Equivalent capacitance of the three capacitors in parallel combination. So after that step we will write, if the effective or equivalent capacitance is CP, then we will write, instead of this, Q is the charge on equivalent capacitor. So Q by V is equal to equivalent capacitance CP. Let this equation is 1, this equation 2. From 1 and 2, what will write? So here LHS will be same, so we can equate RHS. CP is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. So this is the equivalent capacitance of three capacitors. For n capacitors, if n capacitors are connected in parallel combination, then we will write CP is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus and so on plus Cn. So this is the formula for n capacitors. Here we should discuss some important points regarding to parallel combination, that we'll see. So I will write here under note. Here first point, this is the resultant capacity or equivalent capacity. If you compare this capacitance with all the capacitors of capacitances, so which is greater? If you compare these all capacitances with the equivalent capacitance, this is always greater than the greatest capacity of all the capacitors. So suppose this C1 is greatest comparing to all these capacitances, then if you compare this one with this, then this is greater than this one. So here we will write this point, the resultant capacity of a parallel combination is greater than the largest capacity or capacitance, we can write capacity of capacitors of the combination. So this is the one important point. Next, second one we'll see in parallel combination. In parallel combination, suppose we need to find the ratio of potential differences across all the capacitors. So here potential across all capacitors, it will be same. So if you calculate the ratio, all capacitances get cancelled, then what will get in parallel combination? The ratio of potential difference on 3 capacitors. So here I'm taking 3 capacitors. You can write n capacitors also. 3 capacitors. The ratio V1 is to V2 is to V3. These all will be same. So we will get 1:1:1. So this is also important point. Next third point we'll see. Suppose I need to calculate the ratio of the charges. The ratio of charges on 3 capacitors is Q1 is to Q2 is to Q3 is equal to Q is equal to, we can write C into V. Capacitance on first capacitor, it will be C1. Potential it will be same. So C1 V is to C2 V is to C3 V. V getting cancelled. So Q1 is to Q2 is to Q3, that is equal to what will get? That is C1 is to C2 is to C3. So this is third note. So next, fourth important point. Suppose I need to calculate the charge only on first capacitor. The charge on first capacitor is Q1 is equal to. So here how to calculate the charge on first capacitor is equal to the ratio of capacitance of first capacitor to the total capacitance. How many capacitors I am taking? That is a 3. So C1 by C1 plus C2 plus C3 into the total charge on the 3 capacitors. That is a charge on equivalent capacitor. Similarly, we can write charge on second capacitor. Q2 is equal to, here instead of C1, C2 will get, here in denominator always will take total capacitance into total charge. Next, Q3 is equal to C3 by C1 plus C2 plus C